What's going on, Washington fans? So, back with the weekly Saturday video where we go over all the roster moves made by the Washington Commanders. As every Saturday, they by 4 o'clock, you have to get your guys that you're going to elevate, get everything prepared for tomorrow by 4 o'clock. Well, it is 4 o'clock and the Commanders have made a few moves. I like to call it a boatload of roster moves as they release guys, they add guys, they rule guys out sometimes on Saturday. It's just a lot happens. So that's what I like to title these videos, and that's what I titled it today. So, let's talk about this move. Before we do, make sure you guys hit the like button on the video. As always, to support, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. We're trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. Both of those options are free, and they really help me out a lot, so it would be greatly appreciated. Now let's go ahead and get into the video. So, the Commanders have activated Noah Brown as expected. And there is a corresponding move that we'll talk about later in the video that you guys are going to really enjoy. I have a feeling is we've had off-season talks that, around this guy, you guys seem to hate him. I don't like him either. So, Noah Brown has been activated off IR. This is another weapon for Jayden Daniels. I told you guys, I don't want Jayden Daniels out there starting if he's not going to have a full load of weapons. And guess what? He is going to have all his weapons. I believe this is the first time since week 2 that everybody's going to be back on the field. Zach Ertz, Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, now Noah Brown activated. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was getting a little bit worried about Noah Brown after he was not activated earlier in the week. Because Dan Quinn said earlier in the week, like, Noah Brown's in the green, right? He basically said yesterday, this is what he said in words yesterday. He said, it's Noah Brown, so we're not going to rule him active yet. We're not going to activate him yet because it's Noah Brown. You never know what's going to happen, but he probably will play. That's what Dan Quinn said yesterday. So they were going to make sure that we had to get through the full week of practice before we could, activate Noah Brown, because you never know. That dude could step off the plane in Minnesota today and get hurt. You never know. So they had to wait till that to activate him, but sure enough, finally, Noah Brown has been activated. This has been a long journey for Noah Brown, long season for him. A lot of people are criticizing Adam Peters for, signing him back as I am. You don't rely on a guy that every year of his career has multiple injuries, and, missed from week 7 on last year. You don't rely on a guy like that. You don't rely on him. This is a big weapon, though, for Jayden Daniels tomorrow, to get him back. We all know that Jayden Daniels loves to throw the ball to Noah Brown. Last year, Noah Brown was the most targeted Washington Commanders receiver before he went out. Then it obviously had to become Terry McLaurin, but Noah Brown was a huge weapon for this team last year. He was able to go down the field and draw those defensive pass interference penalties. He was able to go down the field and stretch the field vertically. He was able to do a lot of things in this offense last year. Now, we're not trying to obviously have him back next year. He's not coming back next year. They're not going to sign him back next year. They've learned their lesson on Noah Brown. But, I am. I don't know about you guys. I'm trying to get wins. I'm trying to win from here on out. I know that's not going to do anything for the playoffs. I know we're totally out of the playoffs. But that is for pride, and that is for showing everybody, listen, we still got a top 5 quarterback in Jayden Daniels. We still here. You're going to have to worry about us next year. We're going to be a problem, right? We didn't go anywhere. And the rest of these games after this week is divisional games. So what better time to get Noah Brown back than now? Because he can be a weapon for the rest of this year. Again, not next year, the rest of this year. So Noah Brown, been activated off IR. Really excited for this. Again, him and Terry McLaurin, two of the only guys on this football team that can stretch the field vertically. John Keim described Noah Brown in the offseason as he looked like a tight end compared to our receivers because our receivers are so small and he's so big compared to them. So Noah Brown, you're getting size back, you're getting speed back, you're getting a good catching ability back, you're getting a guy that can draw penalties, you're getting a guy that can go deep. We just got to hope that he doesn't get hurt for the rest of the season, but obviously, again, he will not be back next year. All right, so you figure yourselves. They have to release someone to activate Noah Brown. Well, they did, and this is the part that you guys are going to like. Chris Moore has been released by this football team, a move that I never saw coming, that I never saw happening, with how much Chris Moore was kissing up on Dan Quinn earlier in the year. I don't know why Chris Moore made this roster. I don't know why Chris Moore was going in motion in plays this year. I don't know why Chris Moore has played almost the most snaps out of anyone at the wide receiver position this year, it seems. Because Deebo missed a game. He sat out a few games. He was active in those games, but he was on the bench because he was hurt. Chris Moore has played almost a whole year, and they've released him. So I'm very excited. You should be very excited. This guy is not very good. The fan base does not like him. That's why I thought you guys would be happy about this. Chris Moore been released in order to put Noah Brown back on the roster. So, in all seriousness, I don't want to do this to Chris Moore. In all seriousness, Chris Moore, wish you the best. You're 32 years old, so you probably don't have much time left, but you did your best here in Washington. You played your best here in Washington. And so, good luck to you. And, but he's been released. And so I thought you guys would like that move, and that finally been waiting for that. That was, just a part of getting Noah Brown back. So that's interesting. Chris Moore gone, Noah Brown back. Let's take a look at the comment section on this Commanders post here. As I'm going to start doing these videos, I've seen people, go in the comments, see what people's opinions are on things that happen around the Commanders, trades, signings. So we're going to do that a little bit. So the first comment here is by Chris Moore. Again, I told you guys, people hate this, but Chris Moore actually had a legacy season this year. Brady says, wow. Warren Gaskin says Terry McLaurin and Deebo and Noah Brown, let's go. By the way, I'm very excited for tomorrow too. Getting these guys back, excites me. So I know we're playing for pride. I know we're not playing for anything else, but we are looking to win out, and getting these guys back is going to help. So Kyle says Chris Moore legacy run is over. We will never forget the Bears game. That's what I told y'all earlier in the offseason. Noah Brown's always going to have that Bears game, the Noah's Ark game. He's always going to have that, but he's never going to have anything else here. So I knew someone would bring that up. I don't have to watch a plumber run routes anymore. That's what we were. Remember the Cowboys game? We had Chris Moore out there, Robbie Chosen. Don't even remember the other guys, to be honest with you. Jalen Lane, probably. He's a guy that's been, sticking through it. He will be back next week when Brown goes on IR. That's something to watch as well. They're probably going to try to bring Chris Moore back. They seem to love him so much when Noah Brown goes back on IR. So, bye-bye, Chris Moore. Thank God, somebody writes. Chris Moore's touchdown versus the Bears won't be forgotten. Yeah, he wasn't even bad this year. So we got to give him his flowers, man. You had a good season. Healthiest we've been all year. Yes, this is the healthiest we've been all year. Somebody wrote that in the comments. So, that's going to do it for me, guys. I just want to let you know Noah Brown is going to play tomorrow. Chris Moore is not going to play anymore for this Washington Commanders team. He's been released. That's what the Commanders have decided to do. So, again, excited about tomorrow. I'll be doing a post-game stream tomorrow. No watch party tomorrow, just a post-game stream because it is not a primetime game for this Commanders team. So, Jaden Daniels back in the saddle, though. I'm just really excited to watch him play and really excited to see what he's going to do. That Flores defense is not going to be easy to face. So, he's going to try to scheme it up, but we'll see how they handle it, and we'll see how Daniels handles it. Again, getting Noah Brown back is huge for this team. Won't be here next year, but he will finish the season out for this team. So that is if he doesn't get hurt. So that's going to be beneficial to get him back. Good deep threat. We'll see what this season could have been with all these guys. But nonetheless, that's going to do it for me. Hail to the Commanders. As always, you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. I won't see you until after the Vikings game. So unless there's any breaking news, so I won't see you till then. My prediction is 20-17 Commanders. I told you guys that yesterday on the show. If you want to see my full preview for this game, go to the live section of my page, and the latest stream is the Vikings Commanders preview. You can check that out if you want to see a preview for that game. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.